This video will show you how a super simple virtual agent can integrate with Chime. First, we're going to talk about what a virtual agent is. A virtual agent is a compiled C# assembly or a C# file that's read like a scripting file that implements a specific interface from Chime's extension library. The purpose of a virtual agent is to perform automated tasks at specific points in the Chime session lifecycle. Now on the next slide, we're going to take a look at what that session lifecycle looks like. The first point for virtual agent integration after the session enters the queue is the pre-conversation virtual agent. We're thinking this virtual agent might look up in another system off of the seeker's email and bring other data back into the session. The conversational virtual agent is to try to deflect the seeker by asking them common questions and pointing them towards resources. Then the session will go to a live agent, and after that, they'll go to the post-conversation virtual agent, which will wrap up the session data and post that to an external system. We're going to start a chat from the web client, and the seeker is going to choose the other skill tag. Now the pre-conversation virtual agent will be routed to first, then the conversational virtual agent. So they're sending messages to the seeker asking them if any of these problems apply to them. After the seeker responds, they'll be routed to a live agent, where the agent has a context window extension. This is where you can see that the pre-conversation virtual agent has actually sent new tabs to the expert's context window extension. The first one on the left-hand side is a YouTube video. You can see the link right embedded in the context window extension because this link can be embedded in an iframe. Now, links that can't be embedded in an iframe, we try to show them on the bottom. So you can see on the bottom there's two new tabs there. Not every context window extension can add new tabs on the bottom, so if we see you're trying to add it to the bottom, we also put a link on the left-hand side so that no matter what the environment, the expert still has access to those links. We hope this gives you some idea of what the pre-conversation virtual agent can do as far as exposing new web pages to the expert. And this is just sort of a fun, super simple example to get you started. The pre-conversation virtual agent can also add seeker data that's exposed in the context window extension and do some other fun stuff, but this is our simple example. Now, when either the seeker or the agent ends the session, then the post-conversation virtual agent will be routed to. And in this case, our really simple example is they wrap up all the session data and write it to a text file. So you can see here they've done that. We have seeker data, session data, like the queue name and who the expert was, and also the chat messages. You can see skill tags were added. Other is what the seeker initially chose. Password reset was added by a pre-conversation virtual agent, and mumbo jumbo was added by the post-conversational virtual agent. So all of this data is available. We hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching.